And we're live. Hello everybody, Dark Phoenix 1992 here for a bit of an impromptu live stream of Hearts of Iron 4. Because I just picked up the Death or Dishonor expansion on sale on Green Man Gaming and I wanted to give it a shot. So we're going to be playing the vanilla game this time, and starting in 1936. And I'm going to be playing as the Kingdom of Hungary, because reasons. And I am actually going to read the text, because since my live stream is in 480p, that might make it a little hard to see. So I'll just read it out. One half of the late Austro-Hungarian Empire, Hungary was treated as a defeated enemy by the victorious Entente after the Great War. In the Treaty of Trianon, the country lost almost two-thirds of its territory. Millions of ethnic Hungarians found themselves living outside its borders, and its economy was left in ruins. Harsh restrictions on rearmament were supposed to ensure that Hungary could never again threaten the peace in Europe. But with the political climate in Europe shifting, the time may have come to finally right the wrongs of the past and regain the former glory of the nation. And that is indeed what we're going to do. We're going to play Hungary and try and get them out of the shithole that they're currently in. And potentially overturn the Treaty of Trianon, which is basically their version of the Treaty of Versailles. In other words, it's shit. And I'll get into which path I'm going to be going down a bit later. But for now, we're just going to jump right into it. And we don't start in a great state, as you can see. We're tiny, we have 16 divisions that are honestly kind of crap, and a minuscule air force. We're also stuck on civilian economy and disarmed nation. We can't even go to volunteer only, so we can only recruit 1% of our population, giving us a total manpower at the start of the game of 52. Yes, you heard that right. We have 52 people we can recruit into the military. Yes, we will surely take on the Soviet Union with 52 people. Quite clearly. Oh, Fergie. Yeah, you can join. Sorry about that. That's just a habit of mine. I occasionally just forget get to read the chat just because I get so into playing the game and all. And I'm still kind of adjusting to the fact that I'm actually capable of reading the chat without having to alt-tab out of the damn thing. Because I have my chat on a tablet right next to me, and I used to not do that, so I'd have to alt-tab to be able to check it. And yeah, it's just vanilla. Anyways, let's see here. Put everyone in one army. It doesn't really matter right now because we're not going to be going to war with anyone with 16 divisions and a reserve force of 52 people. But I will stick them on the Austrian border just to have them doing something. And we're going to also start some research with my typical starting ones: electronic mechanical engineering, basic machine tools, and construction level 1. It's not online. Oh. Yeah, yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that this was single player. I just sort of take it for granted that most people know that sort of thing. My bad. I'm actually not all that good at Hearts of Iron games in general. And when it comes to Paradox games, I am not too fond of the multiplayer. I just prefer doing it on my own, just so I can sort of do my own thing. And I'm the type of player that likes having the option to pause fairly often, which I can't really do in most multiplayer games, so I tend to veer away from multiplayer. Let's see, I have a couple more factories I can assign. I'll give them all to infantry equipment, because we really need more of that right now. Let's see here. Couple more military factories and civilian factories, and we can really barely build anything. Wow. Wow. Let me see. We now need 10 steel, so time to start trading. Sweden, please start sending me 8 steel. I can run a little bit of a deficit, I suppose. And as for what we're going to focus on first, let's see. Where do I go with this? Oh, right. Well, this is my first time ever playing with Death or Dishonor, so it's just a personal quirk that I kind of like to try out stuff like this on my own before I get into that sort of thing. Mostly, by the way, if you want to suggest a route to go on the National Focus Tree, I'm all ears. I'm thinking at the moment either secret rearmament for the slight increase in recruitable population, or maybe balanced budget. Because, spoiler alert, I am actually planning on trying to restore the Austro-Hungarian Empire, though that may be a little bit ambitious for me. Let's see here. Decisions. Okay, so start down the balanced budget tree first. Alright. I can do that, and let's unpause and knock it up to 2 speed for now. I'll probably increase it to 3 a bit later, but right now I want to see what's actually going on. Oh wow, we're already down to no free manpower. Well, we know where those 52 dudes went. They decided to hang out in the army. Oh joy. Put everything into reinforcements and knock upgrades down to the lowest priority, I think. Screw it. 3 speed. Okay then. Now, lots and lots of waiting, because as you can see from everything going on here, Hungary is kind of in a shit situation at the moment, and let's see. I'm going to leave my Air Force alone for the time being, because I can do literally nothing with them at the moment. Yeah. You want to play online? Well, sorry, but like I said, it's my first game with this expansion, and I never play online the first time with a new expansion. So, sorry about that, but yeah. Actually, I'll go 4-speed for now. There's not a whole lot going on. It's the early game and all. What do you want? There's a reason I usually play on faster speeds early on. It's because you want to get to the point where things are actually happening. And in my case, having actual freaking manpower again. I can just zoom out and look at the world, actually, because there is precisely nothing going on at the moment. Screw it. 5-speed for the time being. Yeah, well, it would be nice. I also have another issue that makes me reluctant to play. That being that my internet's not very good, and I'm somewhat reluctant to try and both live stream and play online, because knowing my luck, everything would die and my connection would commit suicide or something. Because that's the way things work with me. My internet connection will die if I try anything too fancy, most likely. Balanced budget. Okay, strengthen the monarchists. Remilitarization of the Rhineland. That's nice, Germany. Go ahead and remilitarize. Oh. Hello, Alex Stillman. Thanks for showing up. Was beginning to wonder if people knew I existed. Smiley face. And we have the Spanish Civil War. Let's see. Can't do anything there because of the bloody treaty. Goddamn allies. Let's see. I'll leave that be for the time being, I guess. Goddamn allies. Bloody allies. You are such a pain. Electronic mechanical engineering is done, so I'm going to start researching computers, because I always do that. And I want to research things faster. I'm sorry, what? I don't quite understand what you're saying. Like I said, this is me going... I may have said this before, but this is just me trying out restore the Austro-Hungarian Empire as a goal for Hungary. I may screw it up horribly, and I may die, but I just wanted to try out the death or on our DLC stuff because I literally only bought that like 20 minutes ago and figured I'd give it a shot. Is what's going on here, honestly. I just wanted to try things out, really. But, yeah. Right now I'm just going to run it on the fastest speed because it's the super early part. And there's not a lot going on with Hungary. Unlike if I went with Germany or Japan, which I was severely tempted to just do another run as Japan. Because I tried streaming as Japan ages ago, but some personal life stuff popped up and I wasn't able to finish it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But honestly, with my level of skills at this game, I would honestly be content just to successfully take over Austria and maybe take some territory from Romania and Yugoslavia. And possibly Poland. It all depends. Basic machine tools are done. So, okay. I want you guys' opinion on this one if you're interested. I generally go for concentrated industry when I get down to picking that. Would you say I should stick with that or go dispersed industry? Going to just sit here and wait. Wait for a moment while I get an answer to that. Just because I have actually got people in the chat for this, I figured I'd ask. Neither for the moment. Dispersed industry is overpowered. Can you elaborate on that? I'm not sure I get why. Because generally I just pick concentrated and move on. I've been doing that for ages. I don't know why. I just do. Why is dispersed overpowered? Do you mean I should not pick one of those right now, or what? I'm afraid I'm not too sure on what you're saying, Alex. Okay. Dispersed industry? Okay. Well, I'm always open for mixing things up a little bit. Never let anyone say I wouldn't try different stuff. I mean, you're talking to someone who, the last time I played Kaiserreich for Darkest Hour, literally decided to go constitutional monarchy Russia. Because I wanted to try something new, even though I play Communist Russia literally every time I play that mod. Yeah. Really. Actually, let's pause for a second. Anyone... I want to... Cirrus... Okay... And, like I said, it has been ages since I played Vanilla Hearts of Iron, so I may be a little out of practice. Suggestions. Should I wait to pick up some military staff for the time being, since this Treaty of Trianon prevents us from moving to volunteer only or to early mobilization. Yeah, I've sort of been loosely following that. Hearts of Iron is not the Paradox game that I play the most, so I just sort of jump in and out of the dev diaries kind of loosely at the moment. Yeah, should I bother with picking up any designers or staff at the moment, since I cannot actually change my laws due to the treaty that we're under? Let's see. $150 points. I have 276 right now, so that would put me down to like 126. Let's see. So, any suggestions on what I should go with, if anything? Let's see. We have Army offense and defense guys. Naval experience and maneuver. Navy is basically worthless to us, so ignore that since we are landlocked at the moment. And we have ground support, and I'm actually going to disregard the air guys for the moment just because we don't actually have much in the way of air force. Handful of close air support bombers and fighters is all we got. For that, industry first, you say? Let me see here. So we have War Industrialist and Captain of Industry. Okay, for the time being, I think I'm going to go with a Captain of Industry for building and stuff. Or is that a terrible idea? Sorry if I'm seeming indecisive on this at the moment, but yeah, I'll go with them. Yeah, I mostly play Kaiserreich, and I'm just so used to basically spending no political power, because I need to not go negative. Is what's going on there, mostly. But now, we'll be electing a king pretty soon, it looks like. And then going Habsburg Prince. Because reasons. And Italy annexed Ethiopia. Took them long enough. Italy, Italy, Italy. Apparently they haven't read How to Annex Ethiopia for Dummies, because that took them a while. Italians. And now I can finally get support weapons 1. Secret rearmament. Okay, got it. Good thing I have people here, because otherwise I would have If I was doing this on my own, I probably would have already managed to accidentally tear Hungary apart in civil war or something, seeing as I've never played it before. And the first time I played Germany, I shit you not, I managed to, within about 2 months of declaring war on Poland and therefore France and the UK, have a British naval landing up here at Wilhelmshaven. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I literally had to abandon that game because the British managed to naval land up there and I couldn't drive them back. So, okay, secret rearmament, go now. Let me see. Alright. I think we're gonna just stare at Spain for the moment because there's actual interesting things going on over there, unlike in my country. So the Republicans are getting their asses whooped. No change there, and let's see, the Olympic Games. Okay. Also, random side note, but is it just me, or does nationalist Spain always end up with the Spanish colonies in Africa? And yeah, I see what you mean about the recruitable population being nice. Maybe I'll actually manage to have more than 0 manpower at last. Having 0 manpower makes me think of the last time I attempted to play as the UK, where I recruited too many people at the start before we could get off of volunteer only, and therefore I had no manpower for like 2 years. Let's see. And question, should I spend any time on the industrial part of the focus tree this early on? I'm thinking I might, but I don't know how helpful it actually is. There goes secret rearmament, and now I have a whole 17,000 people I can recruit. So yes. For where to go next, I'm thinking I will either hit up War Games, Industrial Revolution, so I can get some more infrastructure and industry in here, as well as another research slot. Or, very, very distant is the Habsburg Prince thing, but I think we can cross that one off for the time being, because I want to actually rebuild my country first. Go for Austria fast. So I should invite the Habsburg Prince right away. Alright. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Alright then. Just invite a Habsburg Prince. Hello. restoring the empire. I have little time. Oh, damn, that's right. Germany does the Anschluss in 1937 usually, don't they? And wow, is it just me, or are the Republicans actually managing some degree of fighting back against nationalist Spain? Wow. Wow, they're actually fighting back. Usually Republican Spain gets curb stomped right away, from what I've seen. That's almost scarily impressive. I don't know who I'm supposed to be cheering for here. I mean, I guess we want Germany to be weaker so we can take stuff from them, but I don't know. I always see nationalist Spain winning, so it's weird that they're not winning as thoroughly as I'm used to. I'm not helping them at all. I have literally sent nothing, because I have like 16 divisions total. And they're criminally under-reinforced. Well, there's 3 bits of technology done. Computers, support weapons, and dispersed industry are all done. All of which the next thing is ahead of time. Let's see here. What do I go for next? Interwar artillery, maybe? And some more modern fighters to at least be able to shoot enemy bombers down, I think. Should I start researching land doctrine, you think? And which would you say is best for Hungary? I mean, I think we can cross off mass assault because we don't have the numbers to pull that one off. Of the remaining 3... yeah, let's see. I'm thinking, and I may be wrong about this, probably superior firepower or grand battle plan. Not totally sure on that, though. It might be better to just delay a doctrine for now. I really don't know. Because Hungary is the most backward country I've ever played in a Hearts of Iron game. Oh, mobile warfare. Okay. Yeah, like I said. And is now a good time to go for it. As like I said, Hungary is the most challenging country I've ever played a game as in a Hearts of Iron game. Not including the Qing Empire in Kaiserreich, of course. You start with like 1918 technology. Which is what we call bad. Well, 1918 technology, and surrounded by other Chinese breakaways who, whenever you take territory off of them, there's a chance Germany will say, hey, we want that. Grand battle plan is useless. For everyone? As if I remember... That's interesting. For whatever reason, I've gone with Grand Battle Plan as like the British and the Japanese, I think. I don't know why. But if you don't mind elaborating on that, why exactly is it useless? I mean, is there some reason why planning bonuses are a bad thing? Yeah, okay, mobile warfare. But who knows, maybe the whole Spain thing will just end up being more of a deadlock than anything. And just the nationalists will take longer to win. I've seen that happen before, where the Spanish Civil War lasted until like 1942. I'm totally serious. And the Spanish Civil War was still going on by the time the Americans landed in Europe. Okay, Otto assumes the Hungarian crown, and I am actually going to read this one, because it seems like a kind of important thing. In search of a suitable king, the Kingdom of Hungary extended an invitation to Otto von Habsburg to return to the lands that were until recently ruled by his family. Otto, who has lived in exile throughout Western Europe since the end of the Great War and the dissolution of his father's empire, chose to accept the offer. Today, amidst much fanfare and celebration, he was crowned King of Hungary in a solemn ceremony at the Royal Palace in Budapest. During his coronation speech, King Otto thanked the Hungarian people for their loyalty and devotion, and vowed to see the Habsburg lands reunited once more, promising that this time Hungary will be the dominant constituent part. And okay, I'm actually going to leave this one up to you on which path we take for Austria. Do I demand a referendum or take it by force? I'm going to let you decide on this one, Alex. So go right ahead. The future of Hungary is in your hands. Insert dramatic music here. Okay then, referendum it is. And I'm assuming if they say no that we can respond with the clever application of flag swapping and sharp pointy sticks. And in case you hadn't worked that out, flag swapping and sharp pointy sticks, that's a joke that I made ages ago in a Let's Play of Rome Total War, where it's now sort of something I use to refer to conquering other people, is diplomacy through the clever application of sharp pointy sticks and the exchange of flags. Ah, good to know. Glad that's how it works out. It would be a shame if they could just say no and we had to fabricate on them. But now we just wait, I suppose, and stare at the Spanish while they decide to tear each other apart some more. Why do I keep cavalry divisions? Well, mostly because we started with them, and I have no manpower to replace anything, because we are still reinforcing. Need about another 30,000 manpower to reinforce. That's basically what's going on there. By the way, since we're going to be taking Austria's lands, is that going to affect Germany's opinion of us? I mean, are they going to get pissed because we decided to take over land that they had a national focus to yoink? Oh, so having cavalry isn't useful, even though it'll take 2 divisions out of my total army size. Speaking of which, let's see. Is it worth it, would you say, to get a army offense chief of staff for some more division attack? I mean, I have over 400 political power now, so I'm not at risk of dropping low or anything. As I'm seriously considering just grabbing this guy. Just to do something with that political power. While I consider that, we'll just stare at the Spanish. What my attack and defend is, let's... I should probably check that right now, but actually, let's see. Military theorist, air warfare theorist, no. For now, I'm going to pick up someone to give me division recovery rate. Actually, if for no other reason than I am ever so slightly paranoid, that's not going to work out the way I want it to. And even though it probably won't do a whole lot for me, I'm going to relocate all of my air divisions to the closer base. And you guys can have the Alpines. And we'll just air superiority in close air support, everyone. I mean, I don't expect that my aircraft are actually going to succeed in doing anything if I actually need them. Which I'm kind of hoping I won't, and I'll just say sure. But my referendum, but we will see. Referendum defeated. They've decided to say no. Let's see. They've decided to say no. Silly Austrians. Now we have to invade you. Okay. And you said I need to rush for Czechoslovakia and stuff. I'm assuming that means I should leave my national focus blank while I wait to deal with this. Am I right? I'm assuming that's the case. Let's see. Right now, I'm going to save my game. And I'm going to follow your earlier suggestion and delete my 2 cavalry divisions in order to get back the manpower. And I'll hope this doesn't screw me. Focus for factories. Okay then. We can now, let's do industrial revitalization to go down that line. And Austria, I think you need to be annexified. I can't believe I didn't have battle plans drawn up before. I'm an idiot. Okay, go now, and I am dropping the speed down to 3. Change my law. You mean to partial mobilization, right? Because I am literally incapable of changing the one about my millet. I'm literally incapable of changing my conscription law because of that stupid frickin' treaty. But yeah, I'll have partial mobilization, thanks. And go now. And I think aggressively. And yes, the treaty is removed now. So when I get enough manpower to change the additional one, we will also do that. Silly Austrians, don't you know that you never vote no to reunification? That's just silly. Why would you vote no? And I'm going to try and cut them off. See if we can't help out that way. Okay, Alex. Take your time. I'll still be here when you get back, don't you worry. And by the way, I'm also streaming Darkest Dungeon at about 1 o'clock today, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Heck, I may even decide to name a character after you. Could happen. Actually, how about you attack there instead? You can also help them out over there. It wants us to put divisions in basic training. I am going to respectfully decline on the grounds that we don't have much manpower, therefore that would not be a smart thing to do. Let's check. Austria's still got most of their victory points. Graz here. Graz is slowly falling to our men. And we've taken it now. So we can march on Vienna. And I'm going to reduce this to balanced. My guys are taking Vienna. How are we? Well, Austria has 33% because their capital has fallen, so this war is ours now. And we win! Thank you, Austria, for playing your part in being annexed by Hungary. We have actual manpower now. So, what is it saying we're missing production of? Oh, fighters. I can only do interwar fighters right now, but I'm going to put a little more production into support equipment and let's see, some more into, actually, I'll put 2 into fighters. We need 2 rubber, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. Let's see. Let me check the focus tree for who I'm going to be going after next. Czechoslovakia is going to be our next person. that needs to be targeted. I'm going to put our army along their border, even though we aren't going to be going after the Czechs just yet. But now, I'm going to wait to change our law till we have a bit more in the way of political power. But we're going to do it, and try and put ourselves on volunteer only, and then limited conscription. But we now have a proper border with Germany. And they do not hate us for owning Austria's stuff. Not bad. Not bad. What are they doing now? Germany's busy with army innovations. Can't see what else they've done because decryption levels. We own Austria now. Let's see, that stuff counts as a colony state rather than a core. Okay. And then here we go. Here we go. Now we have more production factories. I'll take a little more in infantry right now. Right now, my manpower is low. We can put those back on the default. I have no current requests for anything, which is why I'm not going to be building anything at the moment, because if I did start recruiting units, we would dip our manpower even further. Our interwar artillery is about to finish up. So that'll be kind of nice. And have proper artillery finally. Let's see. 45 days on having proper fighters finally. Now I'm going to grab mobile infantry, I think. Industrial vitalization has about 3 weeks or just under before it's done. So, let's see. Closing in on that, closing in on it. Okay. Now, industrial stuff is done. So, restoration of Austria-Hungary, go now. And the Hindenburg disaster. That's a thing, apparently. Okay. Now, let's try this again. Sorry about that, but my app on my tablet that I use for checking the chat got all funny and stopped responding for a few minutes there, so I had to restart it. If anyone said anything, I will have missed it. Sorry. We have our planes now. I am actually going to next start researching industrial things for level 2 dispersed industry, now that we have that blueprint. And swap out our interwar fighters for the next level of them. They can upgrade them as we go. And Nationalist Spain started winning while I wasn't looking. Good for them. Good for them. And now I'm actually going to take the time to upgrade our conscription law from disarmed to volunteer only. Go volunteer only conscription law. You are great. And we have actual manpower now. Let's see. Here. Just infantry and cavalry is all we can do right now. I'm going to do a little bit of recruiting to get a few more people in our forces, but we'll just do 2 at a time. And back on 4 speed again. My military production there is done. Put some more on planes. I need oil, rubber, and steel right now, but we don't need a lot of it, so I'm choosing to ignore that for the moment. Okay, then. Sorry, my app is being weird. It won't tell me how long I've been streaming for. Which is annoying. And it plays ads for me, which is equally annoying. Okay. So yes. Nationalist Spain is well and truly fucked right now. And I think they know that. Even if they're busy falling back to Barcelona for a noble last stand or whatever, they still know they're basically screwed, I think. And we have a bit of alternative history here. Amelia Earhart has actually survived and successfully circumnavigated the globe. I think that means the US get her as a potential ace pilot, but I'm not 100% sure. I've never actually played as America. And I'm back. Sorry for the quick pause, everyone. Real life decided I'd been without interruptions long enough. Anyone who's been watching any of the content I put out for any length of time will know what that means. And if you don't, well, long story short, I live with my dad and he enjoys interrupting me for random reasons. I've gotten used to it by this point, quite honestly. I hope that's going to someday no longer be the case, but that day is not today. Restoration of Austria-Hungary. Let's see, with the reunification complete, the Hungarian government has gathered international press in Budapest and announced the restoration of the empire. King Otto assumed his rightful title as Emperor of Austria and reiterated the vow that though the empire is but a shadow of its former self, he will not rest until all Habsburg lands have been reunited. Their neighbors are probably suspicious. Indeed they are, and we are like a phoenix rising from the ashes. For the empire. And we will immediately move to protect Czechoslovakia from Germany. From the evil, evil Germans. And yes, we change color on the map. I do like that. And the flag's better too. I could do limited conscription, but that would cost most of our political power. Actually, I think I will do limited conscription right now. Actually, no. I take that back. We'll wait until we have some political power to spare. And the Soviet Union is busy purging their leadership. Color me unsurprised. Really unsurprised. The Soviets seem to have some sort of leadership purging fetish or something of that sort. So that's all they ever do. Purge their damn leadership. But for the time being, we are moving to protect Czechoslovakia from the evil Germans. From the evil, evil Germans. And it's going well so far, this campaign. I mean, I know we're early on. We haven't even hit proper World War II territory yet. But I have myself nearly 100,000 manpower, which is impressive considering we started with about 50. Yes, really. Really, I started with 50 manpower. Total. And now I'm going to grab improved machine tools for another production boost. And we'll have mobile warfare in a few days. And that way we can move on to other things, other more important things. And very soon I will be grabbing limited conscription for even more manpower. Mobile warfare is done. So I'm going to straight away... So now that we have mobile warfare, we need to research tanks. And I'm going to jump on the 1934 tanks now. We have unassigned divisions, okay? Well, let's assign them then. They could certainly be used there. And it's not a lot of extra divisions, but building up our army, it's going to take a while. It is indeed going to take us a while to build up our army, and we passed the amount of political power I was waiting to get before I did this without me noticing. I'm going for limited conscription. 2.5% population. Has us at 230,000 manpower. Good. Protect Czechoslovakia, and secret rearmament has been removed because the prereqs are no longer fulfilled, eh? Now, let's see what happens. They refuse to entertain any kind of deal with us. That is unfortunate indeed. Quite unfortunate. They've just said, no, we're not doing that towards us. Foolish, foolish people. Let's see here. Which way next? We can't hit up the focuses on any of the other Balkan nations, so I'll have to go a different route. We're going down to war games. Start improving our army. And there's not enough world tension for us to justify against them. Even though we have claimed their territory, apparently we can't declare war. Lovely, that. But I'm now going to add an additional unit to over here and deploy 2 of those early. And send them to the front line. That unit is done. So we will start on tactical bombers. And once improved machine tools are done, I will continue down the mobile warfare doctrine tree. And Spain. Is the Spanish Civil War still going on? Even though it is a foregone conclusion. I mean, look at how tiny nationalist Spain is now. They're fucked. They are very fucked. It's not even a question anymore. Okay. Nationalist Spain forever. Hello, Lollipop. Thanks for turning up. And yeah, Nationalist Spain does tend to win most times when they don't get player help. That said, I have seen the Civil War drag on for a long-ass fucking time before. Like, I'm not even kidding. I once saw the Spanish Civil War last until 1942. It was still going on by the time America joined the Allies. Which is quite ridiculous when you think about it, that it would last so long. Now I just want to be able to justify a war against Czechoslovakia, but there's not enough world tension. For some reason we get claims on them, but we don't get a war goal. The Bled Agreement has been bypassed. I wonder why. But for now, I am going to go down army maneuvers to start improving our ground forces. Italy is claiming Yugoslavia, and Japan is building up on the Chinese border. And the Japanese have gone to war with China. Come on now. We just need a little bit more and I can start claiming Czechoslovakia. Chinese United Front form. And I have some factory building I can do now. I'll build a little bit of that industry there, and a few civilian factories. And a few military factories. They've annexified Spain. We are just under the tension we need to be able to justify a war. Come on now. Give me some more world tension. You know you want to. Thank you. Thank you. Retake court state or take claimed state or conquer. We'll retake a court state, and I am just going to go for the one because it takes less time. Or, no, it doesn't take less time or cost less political power, apparently. But 27 power in the last 105 days. But that's not telling me how long it's going to take to do, so if I remember right, justifying on more than one place takes longer. So I'm going to start justifying. And May of next year it'll be done. I'm fairly certain doing it on multiple states would take longer. So we're not going to do that. Not at all. Also, random hello to viewers. Conversion speed. For now, I'm going to improve our land doctrine down the mobile warfare tree for more organization. And now, we're at the moment waiting for army maneuvers to finish. And some additional soldiers in the army. Some divisions are still not in position. And I think we need a new leader for this force, because it's soon going to become... Sorry about that, everyone. I just had a random automated robocall on my phone. God, I hate those things. They are such a pain. Seriously. Now, what's our attack and defense? Let's see. Defense of 138. Division attack. Where's that on here? Division attack, division attack. I don't see division attack on here. Jesus. I'm trying to work out if it's worth it to get the army offense guy. My defense is a total of 138.4. I'm going to go for it and then see how that changes things. Soft attack and hard attack. Now, well, hopefully that helps me. I'm hoping it does. And Germany's still focused on their air force, whereas I'm more focused on the army, with a vague focus on the air force, as in using them to stop myself from getting bombed and all that. Crespot, hello. Sorry for the delayed response, but I just totally forgot to check the chat. Well, that and the fact... Oh, hi Alex. Yeah, like I was saying, well, that and the fact that things are going... Okay, I'm babbling. Basically, the text that my app displays your name in makes it kind of hard to read. And Alex, just a quick summary of what's going on right now. I tried to protect Czechoslovakia, and they said no, so we got a bunch of claims on them. I am fabricating for one of those right now, so we can invade them. And it'll be done in about 3 months. Other than that, I'm sort of making my army bigger. By a little bit. So that we can hopefully do a better job of it. We're at minus 30. Some of my divisions are still preparing and all. Let's see. We have a 1934 light tank. I'll get the heavy now. Or 1936 light, rather. So now... partial mobilization and limited conscription in the works. We're looking okay. I still want to yoink Czechoslovakia. Why not going for heavy tank? Oh, I honestly have no idea. It's only been going for a few days. I can switch. guys. This is going to take a little longer than I presumed before we can actually go to war, maybe, because apparently this plan is considered to be a disadvantage. Okay, why are you guys not exercising? Please start exercising, so we can get these idiots to be no longer green. Thank you. Now the Air Force we have here can focus on Czechoslovakia. And I can add in a bunch more planes that can also focus on Czechoslovakia. Our tactical bombers are finished. There. Let's see, it's 1938. I am going with improved infantry equipment. You guys join up with him. And you rookies train your butts off. And let's get back on the whole plane thing. We want air superiority out the wazoo, basically. As well as close air support, I think. And I'm dropping it to 4 speed. Fascist Netherlands. I gotta admit, that's a combination I did not expect to be hearing. Fascist Netherlands. Wow. Justifying on Belgium. Well, sounds like you're having fun. And now I'm going to start setting up my battle plan here, which it may be a stupid one. Still going to try it. Mobile focus. We still have no ports, so that's basically worthless. Let's see here. Needs at least 200,000 manpower for those, and I don't think we're quite ready for that. But I'm going to reintegrate the railroads for some more infrastructure, and because down that road lies something that I am very much after. That being The fact that I'll get an additional research slot. And continuing training to get at least a decent number of regulars. And in May, this thing is gonna roll around where we'll have our claim. I think that's enough training for now. Superior enemy. Are you fucking serious? Okay. Okay, then. Right now. Czechoslovakia is superior to us, so I think I'm gonna have to cancel my justification because we don't have enough guys out right now to be able to win against them. And I don't want to have to let a claim lapse like that. We'll try to come back to them at some point, but no guarantees. Such a pain that I had to do that, but their army is pretty big, and I don't have a decent chunk of divisions. Sitting there. Yeah, they keep shifting around their forces, so there are more than less than more. Doesn't look like I have enough. I just do not know. Was that a mistake? Should I have just kept fabricating? I don't know. $275, $145. Okay. Okay. I'm going to save and do a claim war goal because that... Oh, fucking hell. Now we have to back off. I should have just left it on before. Now the damn British and French are guaranteeing Czechoslovakia. I really messed that up. God. Okay, guys, I am not guaranteeing them. I'm not trying to claim them anymore. You can drop your damn guarantee. Come on. Okay. Demand Sudetenland with Germany. Okay, I really messed that one up there, that's for sure. I did not think it over thoroughly enough. Really, did not. Now Germany is going to demand Sudetenland. I don't think we'll be getting Czechoslovakia. Yugoslavia and some parts of Yugoslavia and some bits of Hungary, on the other hand, I could see that happening. In fact, once we get the 200k manpower, I may go after Hungary. Sorry, Romania. Jeez. Can't believe I did that. Go after Hungary. Lovely. Lovely. Going up to the fastest speed so I can reintegrate those railroads. Well, we've reintegrated the railroads now. So I am going to make an actual save for this. Hoi4 underscore Hungary stream underscore 1. I usually save like this. But I think now I'm actually going to end this stream because it's been going for an okay chunk of time, and fairly soon I have another thing that I'm planning on streaming. Because I run a Darkest Dungeon stream at about 1 o'clock. So I've got to get all set up for that. And just FYI, this Hearts of Iron stream is not on my schedule because it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing, and when I next come back to it, that will also be a spur-of-the-moment thing. So, if you're interested in any of my other streams, I also do Darkest Dungeon, Fallout New Vegas with the Tale of Two Wastelands mod, and Dawn of War 1 Soulstorm with the Ultimate Apocalypse mod, which I do on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday respectively. You can find my schedule that I have set up to display through a certain extension on my channel page, just below where this video is, most likely. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you then. Hopefully. See you in a bit. I hope.